Well, I'm on another summit. So far I don't see any sign of any register can or anything. I don't know if the peaks would have it, but I know, well, I don't know actually. This might actually be one of the higher peaks to the east of the lights. I'm not so sure. When I go home, I'm going to look on the map and see if this peak is one of the delights. How I'll know is I'm going to be able to line up Winston Peak here with Pallet Benchmark or Pleasant View Ridge Summit. If I can make a beeline from this peak to those on the map, I'll have a more definitive answer as to what peak I'm on. I'm on a peak. I'm on a mountain peak. This is the second one of the day, but I think this might actually be a little bit higher. I can't tell, but I might be closer to 7,600 feet. I think there's supposed to be about a 7,600 foot peak between the Delights and Waterman. I think there's a 7,600 foot peak or something like that. I know there are higher peaks as you head east towards Waterman. I think that's a false summit of Waterman. I don't think I am that close in elevation to Waterman, because Waterman just barely crests 8,000 feet. But I'm definitely above 7,500 feet. So whether I don't know exactly what to look for on the Delights. I don't think there are any survey markers, because they're not official USGS summits. But I am looking around for a register can if there is one. If I find one, then I'll know I'm on something. But I don't see any signs of that, so I'm just going to poke around these boulders for a few minutes. I'm on the peak of something. I wanted to get up to at least a peak or two today, so I did that. Just not sure exactly which peak this is. I know I'm in the area. That I know. I'm definitely in the area for the Delights, but I might be a little too far east. I guess what I'll have to do is, when I find my bearings on the maps, I'm going to definitely look up peakbagger.com, because I can use that map to align what peak is the one I'm standing on. I'm thinking about trying to go up there. I might give that a try, but I'm not sure. I know that's getting much closer to Waterman, but I don't think it's quite Waterman, but I'm not sure. I think there's supposed to be a couple of higher summits on the way there, but I'll keep poking around for a short while. Yeah, I know I'm at the east end, the high point of this portion of the ridge, and then it looks like it goes down maybe about 50, 60, 70 feet, and then it resumes climbing up towards Waterman itself. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let me look at Twin Peaks West. If I could see, I could barely see it through the Jeffrey pines. I'm trying to see if I believe that I'm higher than that, then I know I passed them. Twin Peaks West is right there. Twin Peaks East is just barely in view behind this Jeffrey pine. I'm looking at Twin Peaks West, and it looks like I am at the very least level with it. I might actually be a slight bit higher. So Twin Peaks West is 7,596 feet. So if I'm slightly higher than that, then this is definitely a 7,600 plus foot peak here. But I can't quite get a good shot of Twin Peaks West, but from what I can see, it's about level with that. Yeah, I think I might be a little too far east for it, for the Delights. I probably passed over one of them unwittingly on the way here, because they're not the high points along the ridge. This is not even the full high point. Obviously, Waterman Mountain is the real high point along this ridge. It's the only peak that's 8,000 feet. So, well, I got to the peak of something. Not exactly sure what peak this is, but kind of glad I went up it. Pretty sure I passed over at least one or maybe even both of the Delights. But like I said, I didn't expect to see any summit registers at any of the outcrops, and I didn't for certain. I didn't see any signs that those were the Delights. They probably were, but I know there's the ridge gets higher not that far east of them, and that's where it starts doing so. There's Twin Peaks West. Once I get down this from this summit here, I'll have a better beeline angle on Twin Peaks West. Won't be quite as many trees in the way. I can still kind of gauge where I am elevation wise. There it is again. That's Twin Peaks West. Again, 7,596 feet. I feel like I'm a rough, almost level, maybe just slightly higher. So, yeah, that could be Waterman, or at least right near it. Oh well, interesting. Oh well. Oh, so I must have passed over them, because I know when I was at one of the western high points, there was nothing higher, or yeah, nothing about the same height. I was looking down towards what I believe is peak 7097, which is quite a bit down underneath. So I'm guessing I passed over them. Interesting enough, I think I passed over them. Well, I'm gonna head west again. I don't think I'm gonna want to climb up Waterman today. Hiking up that gully made me tired, so I'm gonna keep heading back this way, check out those summit areas one more time. I'm pretty sure I passed over both of them, because I think this is a little bit high. Those two peaks are about 7,560, 7,570 feet. From that, I felt like I was a little bit over 7,600 feet. So I'll once I poke around and see what's going on, might have a better idea. Till then, I'm gonna give it a rest.